In this video, I'm going to show you how to find, download, install, and use the ProScore integration for your Salesforce system. So maybe you're a Salesforce administrator or you're working with your Salesforce admin. I'm going to show you how to install the ProScore app and how to get everything set up so that you can start using it right away within Salesforce. So first off, we're going to go to the Salesforce App Exchange, and you can look for iWave or ProScore in the search box, but you'll eventually end up at this page here. We're going to go over and click Get It Now. And now we're faced with two options. You can either install in production, so this will be live in your Salesforce CRM, or you can install in a sandbox environment to test it out. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to install in production. So you click that, and it'll load for a few minutes. And now we have some options here. We're going to click that you've read the terms and conditions. You can, of course, look at those and read through, confirm, and install. And now we can choose your options for installing for various types of users. I'm going to install for all users. So we're going to click install, and we're basically going to click that yes, grant access for the API so that the integration will work as needed. Click continue, and this will start installing the ProScore app into your Salesforce. And when that's completed, you'll see this window here. We just go down and we click done. And now we'll be in Salesforce itself. So I'm going to show you how this works in Classic and Lightning, but in Classic we go to a contact, and we're going to go to Edit Layout, and this is really so that we can see the ProScore app in each contact window. We'll go to Related Lists, and it'll bring us down. And then we're going to drag over iWave ProScore. So this is what you just installed. We're going to drag it into Related Lists and click the wrench button. And now we're going to add any available fields to the ProScore window. So obviously we want ProScore. I recommend also having a date. I'm going to put created date, but it could be any date that, just to keep track of if you're running multiple ProScores on one contact, to keep those organized. And then I'm really going to select some of the default settings that we have, the affinity category, affinity rating, capacity rating, propensity rating, estimated given capacity, and so on. It's really up to you what you're looking to have in your ProScore to add in. So I'm going to go with the default settings, but as mentioned, it's up to you which fields you'd like to add. So we're just going to finish this up here, and you will see that there's a maximum of 10 on the list. So once you have those all selected and in the order that you'd like, you can then click down to this button area, and we're going to expand the button area. We're going to click Get Current Score so that you'll be able to click that and generate a score. So once that's all finished, we're going to go up and make sure to save these settings so that otherwise they won't show up in your contact record. So once that's done, we're going to go down. We can see now that we have the iWave ProScore options there. So great. So now we're going to go up to Setup, and we're going to type in Search Layouts. And we're going to go down to Contacts and click Search Layouts here. And what we're doing here, we're going to click into the Contacts List view, click Edit, is we're going to allow batch scoring. So we're going to add batch scoring over, click Save, and now you'll be able to score several contacts, as many contacts as you want at the same time. So now I'm going to show you how to do all of that same thing in Lightning. So we're going to go to the contact, click the gear, and click Edit Object. And it'll take a minute to load. And now that we're here, we'll go over to Page Layouts, and we'll go down to Contact Layout. And now this looks very similar to what it did in Classic, so we're going to do the similar thing. Go to Related Lists, drag over iWave ProScore, click the wrench, and now we're going to add the fields that we want. So once you've done that, again, you click down to Buttons, click Get Current Score, add that over. Great. And now that's what it's going to look like there as an example. We'll click Save, and then you'll see that in real time. So again, that's the Get Current Score button there. In terms of setting up batch scoring in Lightning, we're going to go over to the home page and click Find. We'll look up Object Manager. We'll click that, and then we'll go down and we're looking for Contact. And once here, so we found the contact page that we need, and again we're going to search layouts, and we're going up to List View. So we'll click the drop down, click Edit. That'll bring us to this window. Again, similar to Classic, we'll add it over into the selected buttons, click Save, and now we'll be able to batch score in Lightning. So now I'm going to show you how to actually run the score. So we're in Classic here, we're going to click Get Current Score, and the first time that you run this, you'll need to input your API information. So you can get that from your Salesforce administrator. It's also available in Pro, and you'll need to input that information in order to run your first score. You won't need to do it afterwards. So once we've run the score, we have all this information here. We can click Link to Profile, and it'll promote this information. It'll create a profile within iWave's Prospect Research Online if it's not created already. If it is created, it will link to the profile. So we're going to link to that now. I'm going to show you here. So this is this contact's profile. As you can see, we have some information here related to the Pro Score. If we go up, we can also look into all the records that were involved in generating the Pro Score and the profile itself. So we can dive a little deeper into each of these, the donations for instance, organize those as we want, add, delete, rescore, add in any information that might be missing. And with the profile, we can now share it with others in our organization. We can set alerts on various records, and we can also export to a PDF or other file type if we're on the road. And in Lightning, similar thing. So we're on the contact record here. We're going to click Get Current Score. Again, if this is your first time running it, you'll need to input that API information, which you can access in Pro. But otherwise, we've already done that, so everything's working as we want. In order to batch score, we're going to go select a list of contacts, and you select all, and then you can batch score just like that. So it's a really efficient way. It'll take a few minutes for that to happen. And now we're going to look at if you're looking to uninstall and get rid of the integration with Salesforce. Hopefully you won't need to do that, but this is how you do it in case you do. So we're going to go to Install Packages. We'll see that ProScore is installed. So what we'll do now is we'll go over and click the uninstall action. And now if you need to get rid of the app itself, we'll go to Security Controls, and we'll go down until we see Remote Site Settings. And this is to delete the API. So we see that we have Remote Site iWave API here. And if you want to remove that, simply you just need to go over and click the Delete button. And then that will uninstall the application and also remove the API information as well. So that's how you install and optimize ProScore for your Salesforce system. If you have any other questions, I recommend that you visit our support site or email us at support@iwave.com. Thanks for watching.